guys. We got a few people getting on here. I have right at 7 o'clock, so we'll give everybody another minute or two. See, I'm trying to see if there's any comments. I don't see anything yet. Oh, here we go. Hi, Kelsey. And Hadley's here. Here comes some people coming on. Yeah, and I know my Grace is here watching off on the side. She helped me pick out the book tonight. So let's give everybody a couple minutes in case we have some more people getting on here. I don't know. People had practices tonight. It was kind of a cold, rainy afternoon and evening, so I know we had some things get canceled, so. Hi, Kendall. Good to see you. I hope you had a good afternoon. Saw you and Kelsey at lunchtime. We'll wait another minute or so here. Hope everybody had a great day. Didn't get too wet at dismissal. Alrighty. Well, after the afternoon weather we've had with the rain and the cold, it's going to be a good night to snuggle in with a book and hopefully take it easy and just relax. So let me check our time. I have 7:03, so we'll go ahead and get ready to get started. I know we'll have people probably still popping on. Oh, hi, I'm guessing that's Erin. Hello. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Tonight, I'm gonna read a book that's special to me and my family. This was, when I read The Little Red Train a couple weeks ago, I said that there was another book that my family really, really liked that was a favorite with my kids that we would read to them, and this is it. So that was the other book that we were kind of torn between doing that night, and it is Otis by Lorraine Long. And a little bit about me. I don't know if the kids know this for sure, but I actually grew up on a farm in Kansas and on a milk farm. We milked cows. So, you know, my growing up and my childhood was quite a bit different than like my own kids and probably most of the kids that go to Liberty View, because I was from a small rural area and lived out in the country and didn't have neighbors and neighborhood kids to play with, and it was just a lot different. So plus working and living on the farm, you know, that is definitely a connection I make to Otis. This one has the tractor in it, of course, and then the cute little calf, which really makes me have a special connection to after living on the farm. So I'm reading this with permission from Penguin Random House tonight, is our publisher, and you'll see the end page with Otis. And there's a couple different Otis books. We do have some of them in the library. We have this one and a couple others. But there's even an Otis at Christmas one too. So this is the title page. All right, and then the dedication page, look at that. Spunky little tractor. Spunky little tractor. Okay. Ah, Kendall, that's so sweet. You did such a good job at lunch today and after lunch. And hi, Matthew and Logan and Griffin and Miles. I get to see you again today, twice in one day. So, all right. Okay, so we'll get started with Otis. All right, I see, some of the Buchanans are on. I see Aniston and Emerson are here. Hi, girls. And Ella. Hi, Ella Purtle. How are you? All right. Okay, well, we'll get started with Otis, and if you guys missed the beginning, when I get done, you can go back and rewatch that part if you want. I talked a little bit about my background and where I grew up and my connection to this book today. So, there once was a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt the mud pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. So here he is after his work is done, just like all of us. We get our work done and then we want to have some fun. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady put, puff, puffity chuff. And sometimes at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would put Puff into the little stall in the barn that was all. And I love how the pictures are almost all black and white except for the red little pops of the tractor and the barn. One night, when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother. But when the sleepy sound of a soft puff, puff, puffity chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. There's the little calf with Otis. So Otis's little tractor puffing and purring was comforting to the little calf. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Puff, puff, puffity chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. So there they are playing together. I love this, how they're both kicking up their heels. Because if you've ever seen a baby calf, that's what they do, especially this time of year in the spring. I know my brother's farm, they had a baby calf born this afternoon. And probably tonight or tomorrow, that baby calf will be kicking its heels up just like in this book. And look at the Ring Around the Rosie. Who doesn't love a good game of Ring Around the Rosie? Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved this little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Two best friends. Then, one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. "Time to move out, Otis," the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his, and parked him out back behind the barn outside. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Otis doesn't look very happy. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began growing up and covering his tires. His friend often would come and sit with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. Look at the grass growing up over Otis. There they sat. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster, and the poster said, "Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner." The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. And look at all that mud. Now, I have a connection to that because when I was growing up on our farm, we had a cow get stuck in the mud in a pond that was a lot of mud on the edge. And so this next part of the story, I really have a connection to and can relate to what they have to try to do now. "Get the hands," the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running in with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. "Get the big yellow tractor," the farmer shouted. "He can save her." But the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather around. "Call the fire chief Douglas and the fire truck," the farmer shouted. "They can save our little calf." But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? All right, this is time you can make a prediction. Who's going to be able to save the little calf? Can you see her down there in the pond? The mud pond, we should say. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance, a soft, rhythmic purr, puff, puff, puffity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder, puff, puff, puffity chuff. And all at once, Otis, puff, puff from around the barn. He turned and headed straight for Mud Pond. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like, "Hello!" Then, to the sound of this gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began circling the pond. He's there to help his friend, isn't he? He's got all the grass and the weeds kind of coming off of him. He circled and circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her friend. I love that 2-page layout so you can see all that action. And look what's happening to the calf. As she's going around and around, look what's happening. With each ring Otis made around the mud pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble up and out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. They were reunited. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. And it looked like a very happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. And I love the picture of the parade. Here it goes. Look at them in the front leading the way. Here they are, leading the way all the way back. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Ooh. Great two friends. The end. And then the last page. Otis is feeling more like himself and happy again. And kind of how we started the book. Here he is leaving. Okay, so that was Otis. This book, I think you will agree, had a great message about friends. And I know I was a Girl Scout, and we had a song that was about making new friends but keeping the old. And I think that's true in life. I think that as we go through life, all of us make new friends and have new acquaintances. But it's important, to keep those connections. And sometimes those strongest connections are with those people maybe you've known the longest or you feel the most comfortable with. So I hope that everybody has a great night tonight and a wonderful rest of the week. It was so good to see so many of you virtually today and in person and being back from spring break. And I just hope everybody had a great break and has a great night. And I will see a lot of you later this week. So take care and stay well, and make sure you give your special adults a big hug tonight and tell them thanks for, keeping you safe and probably being your number one close friend. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.